Hi, I'm Lisa Holdsworth. I am a jobbing television writer and I do a bit of theatre on the side. I'm also the chair of the Writers Guild of Great Britain. So my day job is writing television for various shows from Call the Midwife to A Discovery of Witches. And then on the side, I help run the trade union for writers. I was an obsessive television addict from a very, very early age, from watching Kids from Fame back in the 80s. I always knew that I wanted to do something in the creative industries. I thought for a little while I wanted to be an actor, and then towards the end of my A-levels, I realised that actors get told what to do a lot, and I wanted to be the one doing the telling. And also, I'd always written stories. I've been an enormous fantasist as a child, so the two things came together and seemed to be working. We need a plurality of voices to speak to our audience. If we assume that our audience have the same amorphous cultural references, and that does usually mean a London-centric idea of the world, then we will lose them. It's as simple as that. And you do see it on some of the bigger channels now, that if people don't feel they are being spoken to, spoken for, and represented, they will move on. And there's plenty of other places they can go now. It's also about authenticity, that I don't ever want to go back to the 60s where representations, for example, of working class people are enormously stereotyped and damaging, in my opinion. So I want to see an absolute plethora of voices on British television, and the good place to start is with the script departments, not just the writers, but script editors and producers as well, and development producers, so that we're getting that range. Start by approaching your local theatre to see if you can do some reading, go through their slush pile, perhaps speak to, if you've got a local production company, can you read and give coverage on scripts that are sent to them, or possibly agents as well, and put yourself out there, offer to help with theatre productions, that kind of thing, and just establish yourself as someone who has strong opinions, knows how a script works, and can be helpful to a writer. I think that there are plenty of opportunities in theatre. I think we need to build more for television, so there's a clearer path through. It sounds quite nihilist, but it is just television. Nobody's ever died from bad television, and that pushing through and making sure that you don't hamper yourself by thinking that it's the end of the world if a scene hasn't worked, will free up your creativity. And the joy of multiple drafts is there's always an opportunity to address it later. If things are going really badly, stand up from the desk, walk away, go for a walk, go for a coffee if you're allowed in the current climate, and just take a moment away from it. Like I say, nobody's ever died from a bad TV show.